G'day, I'm Brian and we're going to do the unboxing of this GoPro Hero 10 Black. Now before I get started, I just want to give you a bit of background to myself for those that are new to my channel and for those that's returning to my channel, welcome back. So for those that know that I do dabble in quite a bit of photography for the last 10 years or so. So I actually own a few DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. But I have never owned an action cam at all, so not even the GoPro at all. But I have watched the GoPro and the device of GoPros grow up for the last decade or so, since 2004 when they actually released the very first one. So I actually did have a look at one of these GoPro cameras, probably about in the second or third revisions of them back then, and I actually never got one. Was because after watching a bit of reviews, I found that actual flat profile wasn't really what I was keen for, and was in my time when I was doing photography back then, it just really didn't suit me for that need, so I didn't have a need for it, so I never actually got one. But later as the years goes by, I did watch it grow up and it did look pretty good, but again I never had a need for it at all. So what's changed? Well, GoPro came in and actually said, have a look at our new latest camera, which is the Hero 10 Black. I jumped at the chance and said, let's give it a go. And for what I want to do is actually, I've never actually played with a GoPro before in my life. And I thought this would be a great idea to actually see how an action camera like GoPro 10 has it, well, how does it work on an old fart like myself, and is it easy to use, and what I think of this Hero 10. Again, before I get started, I know that the GoPro is used by a lot of reviewers for extreme sports. Now, unfortunately, I don't do a lot of the extreme sports. I don't do any mountain bike, I don't do cycling, I don't drive fast cars, well not anymore, and I don't do drifting anymore, and I don't snowboard or do any of the winter sports. But what I do is I do scuba diving. So I will be taking this GoPro Hero 10 Black down to the Great Barrier Reef and have a bit of a dive with this, and I'll give you my thoughts in the review video. So I will be creating a review video after I've spent a bit of time with GoPro 10, and we'll tell you here how I go and if I find it actually hard or not to use. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. So let's start with the Hero 10 Blacks first. So I have taken the seal off when I was doing the shorts of this unboxing, and we'll just take it out here. Now this does house the new GP2. Now that's the new processor for this compared to the GoPro 9. That's what I was reading about. Now, do I know the difference between two? Unfortunately, I've not played with the GoPro 9, so what are my thoughts is it's faster than the previous one. Now with the new chipset, it does do pretty much everything of the same quality, but double. So what I mean by that is, here you can probably see is 5.3K. Now it used to be doing 30 frames per second, now it can do 60 frames per second, and at 4K it used to do 60 frames per second, now it can do 128 per second. That's fantastic. So that's going to be great for slow motions. I can see it says it can do about 8 times slow motion, and of course, as always, most GoPros can do 10 meters below the surface. Now I am going to try and have a look at the moments of this one here, and I'll tell you more about it. Now also the other thing that's new about it is the Hypersmooth is version 4. What that means is just stabilization has just matured more as well too, which is great. Now there is a new thing, and I'm going to show this out. So this has got a bit of a case here, so that's nice to see, and that is it. Well, so what we got here is USB-A to USB-C cable. That's fantastic. Now this is a new thing I was reading about, is that you don't need a wireless connection to go to your smartphone, and before all the other GoPros you do need a wireless connection to your smartphone. Now you can actually go directly, which is going to be good for a lot of data speed, so you don't have to be waiting for the wireless, especially when these files are massive, and especially if you're going to be doing 5.3 at 60 frames per second. That's going to be, those file sizes are going to be humongous as well, I can see. So this is it. It comes in this nice little paper sort of feel to it. Great, let's throw that away, and here's the GoPro itself. So it's got a bit of a rubber sort of plastic, some parts of it. There is a rubber sides on this side here, so can take a bit of beating as we expect it to. Just remove that in the front and remove that. Now the lens cover, well, the lens covering on this is now a new covering compared to a GoPro 9. This one actually has some sort of hydrophobic sort of coating, which allows it to not have as much watermarks on it. That's great to see, especially with those who dive like myself, know that, especially in the mask. That's fantastic to see. And then we've got another screen at the back now. The screen's actually running up quite a lot. Like I said, I hadn't seen GoPros for a very long time, and we've got another, I think there's another screen in front of me here now, and I've got a modes here, and I take it that's when you turn it on as well. And then we've got, what are these things here? Oh yeah, that's the little mount. I look like a newbie, don't I? Because I am a newbie to GoPro. So that one there, it's got no 9-head thread for my tripod, so take it, yes, we need to do another. So let's continue on and find out what's up. What have we got here? We've got, I think that's the battery here. Now I've been told that the GoPro Hero 9 battery is the same as the GoPro Hero 10 battery. So that's it. I'm taking it, so we keep that on just to help us out. Now my guess is it would be down here. Is that how you open it up? Something. Oh, there we go. I managed to open it up without even reading the instructions. There you go. I just can show you that, and then we can just pop it in this way here. Let's have a look. There we go. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to add that in later on. Blinking at me. That means something's working. This is mount to this, probably for something helping it out. So I don't really know where that mounts to, but it mounts to something else, as there always should be a lot of accessories for this as well. And then we've got, oh, here you go. This is probably meant to be probably a helmet mount that goes into the helmet. So it's got 3M. My guess is it goes right into here, slips in there. I'll do it a little later. And then I've got a bit of a screw here as well too. So I'll take it as it goes straight here. Now I do have, from those who know that I actually have Peak Designs thing. I don't actually have it with me now, but I will go later on and I'll try it out as well too, because I've got the mount for this as well too. Now, what else is in this case as well too? We've got a lot of documentation here now, probably showing how the battery, and I managed to work that out, as you can see. And you got some stickers this side, who needs that? And we got a lot of documentation, who needs that as well too. And then this is the case. Now this is cardboard, great to see. And then we've got, that's it. Now what probably is interesting to see is that this is cardboard and not foam. Truthfully, it's not bad for me, because more than likely I'm just going to chuck stuff in like this and just take it out away and see how that goes, and just add more things to it. Then this is meant to be quite tough, so I will probably treat it like it's tough, like that. So now, what else the GoPro's given me too as well too. So, oh yeah, before we get started, I'm gonna try and see if they've given me SD card, and I'm gonna just quickly move that. I did cut that off to make it easier here. Now they've given me a 32 gig card. Don't know how long that will last for the thing, but I'll take it now. Where does it go? Oh, there's the USB-C port there, so that was where the cable. I can see there's another slot there. So I take it this is where the SD card goes in. Have I got the right way around? No, I think I've got the wrong way around. We'll get there. There we go. That looks good. I've just given us a bit of push. And there we go. No, it hasn't come through. Is that it? That's clipped. Yeah, that's good. Now I'll take it as you turn it on like this way. There we go. Oh, make some sound. Oh, Hero10. I can see myself in the back. So that's a selfie camera there. Fantastic. That's good. Don't know what it does. Is it meant to turn on or something? Oh, here we go. English. Now, is there any buttons inside that? No, that's better. Do I press this? Oh, that's touch screen. That's fantastic. Leo, I like when things are touch screen. Now, turn it. Just leave it on there. Now, GoPro quick. Needs to install the app. I don't have the app. Oh, I've got to do the app later on. And then I'll start it off later on. Can you do it without going through it? Nope, looks like you're going to go through the app. So I'll come back to this in a moment. I'll turn this thing off. Taking us, my guess is holding it on, powering off. Fantastic. And I'll get back to that because I'll install the app on my phone as well. And what has GoPro given me this one as well too? So what this is, there's a bit of a case. Oh, okay, there we go. We've got some sort of camera, I think. What's this for? USB. That's USB Type A. How am I going to find USB Type A? Does this actually work with this? We'll find out. Is there another way? So that's USB Type C. Is there another port? Ah, there is another. I think there's another port here. Look at this. Oh, how does this thing go through? Not sure how that one goes through. Can I pull it out? I'm going to have to read the manual moments of that. I don't know where this really goes into. I don't see any spots it goes into, so this must clip onto something here. I think this is like a selfie camera as well too, addition to it. Well, I'll have to play that out. I'll work this thing out in the manual, so see if it even is more compatible with this. After filming the unboxing video, I got another package from GoPro a little later on, and it contained the media mod. Now this media mod is the requirement for the display mod to work. So that's why in my unboxing video I was a little bit confused on how to make it work. That's because this is the missing link. Now I'm just going to quickly show you how to install the media mod, and we'll have a quick go through what the media mod has, and then we'll get back to the main video. So gotta get your GoPro and pretty much just undo your battery door, and you can pretty much pull it out and it just comes apart. And then get your media mod, and of course there's a similar sort of style for the door, and it does have a USB port at the end of it which connects to the USB port at the GoPro. So just slide it in. Now the media mod does stop the GoPro from being waterproof, so it's now water resistant, and there's a few ports at the back which have a little flabs here to try and give it more water resistance, which is great to see. So you get a microphone jack, which is a 3.5mm, and then you get another USB-C port. Now this is great to have the USB-C port out here that's accessible. The reason for that is because you can then just quickly charge the battery without having to open the battery door, which is a bit annoying. That's why I'm buying, because sometimes the battery, now this is part of the review, is that sometimes the battery, it can be a little bit loose when you have the door open because it's not giving that pressure to keep it closed. So this is great to actually charge your battery, so it's really accessible with having to open the battery door. And more importantly, we've got a mini HDMI port, which is what the display mod has. And of course the other parts that the media mod has got is the microphone, and we've got a co-horseshoe and then another co-horseshoe at the side as well. So, and of course this is where this sort of comes in. So I'm just going to plug this into it. So you just kind of push that in, so that holds onto there, and then you've got the HDMI port, which I'll just plug that in, and we'll just get that showing you right now. All right, we've got to turn this on for the media mod at the top. So we've got to turn that on, and we'll turn the GoPro on as well. And then hopefully that's saying it's now syncing to the display mod with the media mod, and there you go, it's just working straight up. Now I will create a review video for this media mod so you can see what happens later on. Now I can flip it as well too, but I will create a second video about the media mod and the display mod, and if it's worth getting or what I think about it. All right, let's get back onto the show roll. I think yes, it should be, because they've sent it to me. Now I've got this venture kit here as well too, which is going to hopefully be helpful, because what I'm after is this little stick here, and hopefully it's got some sort of underwater case to help me out. If not, then I might have to go grab one. There we go, let's take that out and throw that one away. Now what else do we go? Let's get through to this. There we go, it's out of its case. Oh, there's more wrappings going around each other. Let's try and get this thing out. There must be a way to get this thing out. No, looks like I'm going to have to do it the hard way and sort of just use brute force. As they always say, brute force. There we go. Okay, let's move that away. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, another nice little case here. At least it's got handles in these cases, that's nice. So what's in here? Documentation, we'll read that later on. Alright, here we go. Here's a clip there. Nice, that feels good. I think this floats as well too, which is kind of fantastic as well too. That's how I can actually chuck this in my hand. good. The lanyard's good. That's when I'm diving. I'll just probably leave it around here. We'll give it a rise. What's this thing here? It's just extra padding. And then we've got another screw. Alright, what else is this actually in here? We've got this is probably a head strap. Well, I do a bit of fishing, so this is going to be useful for something like that. So let's try and remove all that thing away. I'll just chuck it in here. Oh, okay, that can easily hand out, and then that goes over your head here. Nice, you can see that happening very well. And then we've got this little clip-on thing. Okay, that can clip on to, I think this can clip on other stuff as well too, even the cars as well as the back of the hat or something like that. That's great to see. So, good to see, that's it, but no case in there. Looks like I'm going to have to get a case for this thing, because I'm going to go diving. This does only about 10 meters, and I'm going to go beyond 10 meters. I do have my certification for open water, so I can go deeper than 10 meters. So I'll take this quite a bit of a dive, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's have a look. So I downloaded the GoPro app. Now it says, yep, I have a GoPro. Let's start pairing. Let's pair this GoPro. Let's hope it's easy. Let's just say connect to camera. Allow, always allow. Makes it good. That's all we have the location searching for camera. Or just hopefully this actually gives it something here. This is meant to blink or anything like that. No idea. Well, there we go. We found a GoPro. Fantastic. That means I haven't do too much troubleshooting. And when I pair with the Bluetooth, yeah, pair with this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. It's going upside down. Oh, so it's actually going to go all the way around too, as well too. The update time thing, I think it's a good idea to do that. So I'm just going to do all that. Let it do anything auto. I'm not going to change the name. I'm just going to keep it as it is. Leave it as that, and I'll change it later on. Let's do all the updates. Let's do that later on. We just want to get this thing going so I can see what's in. Your GoPro is ready to go. Rock and roll. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. The date and time will be automatically set. Yeah, that's all good. Now, what do I control your GoPro? Fantastic. Oh, there's a new footage down there. Okay, let's have a look. Download. I guess. Can we actually get anything going? I'll just go cancel that. Yeah. Oh, it's got 9% battery, so let me tell it to go manual. Set manual. I'll probably do it later on. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to go this quickly, so I'll just go this. Let's go the 5th. Alright, there we go. So there we go. We're actually now onto the same thing. Okay, let's just get it so I don't have the light coming into crazy. Now, let's go. Can we change this? Oh, here we go. Press that. And okay, we've got standard. We've got 4K and 30mm wide. Let's try something, change that. Okay, you can just quickly change. We've got wide, super smooth, that really crazy. We're going to test that out later on. And can I just press that? Oh, yeah, that's easy. Nice. There's 128 frames per second. Oh, 2K. You can do 240. Wow, that's crazy insane. How about let's about 1080? 1080 can do 240 frames per second as well. Nice. You're off 5.3 and I've got 60 frames per second. Can we do? Nah, you can only do 60 frames per second. Of course, I was trying to see if I can push it to limits. Now, how do we go back? Just go back, click on that. Oh, no, that started recording. Yeah, nice. How about this one straight from here? There we go. We've got a selfie camera. Fantastic. Oh, low battery. 1% battery. Oh, yeah. I'll have to recharge this thing. That's out of battery already. I will be creating a follow-up video on my experience with the GoPro 10 Black as a complete newbie. But before I end this video, I just want to make a suggestion to GoPro, especially as a newbie. It would be nice to see improvement in the out-of-box experience where I wouldn't need or had a requirement to have a smartphone to get a GoPro 10 working. So just to put the battery in and turn it on and maybe just set the time and date, and that's about it, and just get it going. So I wouldn't have to require me to install the app just to make it work. Of course, we do know that the app does give you more advanced function, but still, it'd be nice not to have it require the smartphone app. I have had past experience with a few new devices where the app was a requirement and the app was no longer developed anymore, and so the device itself no longer works anymore if you bought one in the past, and so it became rendered the device no longer usable. But it'd be nice to see that this was the same idea as well. I know GoPro is going to be staying for a very long time, but still it'd be nice so I can actually just buy a new thing. If, say for example, something was damaged and a GoPro was damaged and you need another one to just quickly get the replacement in that shot, having set it up, just bring one out and then just set the time, and it's quickly you can go back to filming straight away without having to go through the setup and pairing with a smartphone. But definitely, I hope you definitely enjoy this unboxing, and I'll see you in the review video.